Yeah, Coach Rico is a legend for sure. Yeah, Coach Rico, him and I have been chatting since I had,
Shit.
what did you say, Coach Rico, since I had 900 followers. So definitely a legend, definitely an OG here. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw you explode in the recent weeks. I loved seeing it, and I'm following the videos every day, seeing what you're doing, see how it's evolving. It was really cool.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make sure that you're the next one that is blown up here. All right, Tiago,
Yeah,
we are we're live on YouTube. If you can confirm. In the meantime, let's start getting into the value so that our audience as well as Rico isn't just falling asleep here. I know you said it's 12 o'clock, so let's dive into it. So, Coach Rico, as you know, first thing I'm gonna do is create a Google Doc for you. I'm gonna call it the Coach Rico game plan. Or we'll call it the
sweet.
content game plan. Okay. So we're creating a Google Doc here.
Sounds great.
And the very first thing that we're going to do, let me share this with you before we even get into specifics here. So let me send it to you real quick. You can have it immediately and you can watch this in real time. Everyone that's in the chat, by the way, we are working with Coach Rico today, giving him, I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm going to give him as much knowledge that I've learned from growing my account as possible to help him do the same. If you are not following Coach Rico, give him a follow here. All right, with that being said, Coach Rico, talk to us about very beginning your niche, my friend. How would you classify your niche? I think I have an idea since you already talked about us, but let's have you do it again.
Yeah. So my niche, I mean, it is honestly quite broad for a niche, but it is anyone that has a concrete goal that is important to them.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it's not just like general coaching or life coaching. It's just if you have a clear goal that you want to achieve, I'm there for you. And like the favorite thing I've done so far, and this was my first client, is I've helped a smoker of 48 years stop.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. What would you let me ask some clarifying questions just so we can get a good grasp here. What would you say your expertise lies in terms of a specific topic? Like, do you have a lot of expertise around helping people elevate their mindset, their maybe their physical attributes, that kind of thing? Where does your expertise lie?
My expertise lies really in it's the mindset part, but it's also the beliefs and the strategies part. That's really the key. So just briefly, how I started was I was 21 and I studied music and I didn't know what to do with my life. And I started to go really deep into self-help and Tony Robbins and all that stuff.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record this just in case. I'm seeing Tiago in the chat saying he's having issues with the YouTube live. It's showing that I'm live. I think we're good, but I'm gonna record this just in case, so you have this. All right. So let's start. I'm gonna ask you the same question again. I hate to ask you it twice, but again,
No worries, man.
give you some context. All right. So start from the very beginning. You said your expertise lies in. Take it away, my friend.
Yeah, my expertise lies in the mindset side, but also beliefs and strategy. So
Nice.
I find usually what's stopping people is either they have their beliefs not aligned, which ties into their mindset, or they don't have the right strategy, meaning they're putting in a lot of effort, but they're going the wrong direction. So that's really the intersection of those two things is where I help.
Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's talk about, and you've probably seen this on my lives as well. First thing I try to understand is the niche or the core, the core category, if you will, of where these videos are going to lie in. Next thing I want to understand are the core topics that you have expertise in and that you talk about all the time. For me, when it comes to content, for me, that would be, like, for example, like social media growth, social media strategies, maybe authenticity, right? Like there's a couple different bullet points, funnels, building trust online, social selling, right? What core topics around this mindset do you find yourself always thinking about, always talking about, and your expertise lies in?
So the core thing that I come back to again and again with my clients is focusing on the outcome.
Beautiful.
Which it's so easy for people to get distracted, and if we just focus on exactly what do they want when life is stressing them out, we get back to, what exactly do you want to achieve here?
Okay.
How do you want to feel by the end of this? And then we reverse engineer from there.
Would you say then? I'm trying to figure out topics that are one to 2 words. Would you say goal setting is something that you have a lot of experience in? Properly helping people set goals and achieve them?
Yeah. That
Okay.
also, I'm thinking something about, I mean, it's not strictly breakthrough coaching, but most of what I do is helping people break through something that they think is in the way. So, I mean,
Okay.
2 words, that's,
Sure. So it's
yeah.
like it sounds like you deal with a lot of people. I'm going to basically give you a couple keywords. You tell me if this is relevant. It sounds like you
Okay.
work with a lot of people that might have self-doubt, or you help them become secure from their insecurities, right?
Yep.
Or people with limiting beliefs, right? You help them basically
Absolutely.
break through limiting beliefs.
Absolutely.
Let me think. Is there anything that I'm missing here? Any other keywords that you think would be important? I'm saying self-doubt, insecurities, fear. You probably help people overcome fear,
Yeah,
right?
there's a huge one.
Okay.
And then obviously the strategy.
Okay. Okay. So talk to me before we dive into some content research. What is your
Yep.
typical, and just for everyone here too, because maybe someone in the chat might find your services helpful. What does your typical experience with a client look like? Like, walk us through. If I'm your client, what is the what
Yeah.
are the fundamental questions that you're asking me, and where are you taking me?
Oh, cool. Okay, so the first thing what I'd want to do is get to know your situation and get really specific on what you want. That's the key thing. So what exactly are you here for? What's blocking you? Where do you want to go?
Okay.
Right. And then afterwards, what I got to do with my clients is get really clear on what makes them tick. So I help them create a vision for actually when they achieve their goal, how are they going to feel? What's their life going to be like? So
Okay.
to get them excited.
Okay.
And then from there, we figure out how to build momentum. Go forward.
Beautiful. And does that typically look like when you say build momentum? Does that typically gotta hop off? Big storm here. Thanks, 1J, for hopping in. Sorry, you're gonna hear me kind of go back and forth a little bit from the chat, just because I want to stay up to date. Sorry, Coach Rico.
Yeah, man.
So when you're saying
No, it's good.
you're helping people build momentum, and right now I'm just trying to understand the context here, and then we're gonna go into some research for you. You're helping people build momentum. Does that mean you're going to give them kind of like a step-by-step roadmap on what to do next to overcome some obstacles
Exactly.
mentally, or what does that look like?
Exactly. So after we've got really clear on where they want to go and the blocks that are in the way, and we break through them, we get to a really clear plan. That's the key. And then every week or every 2 weeks, I check in with them, and that's where building momentum comes. It's just keeping them accountable to a plan that works.
Okay.
And if the plan doesn't work for them, we make sure we find out why. We shift things around so that we make sure that every week they get some tangible momentum.
Fantastic. Let me pause this conversation for everyone in the chat. First off, thanks for everyone joining here. I see E the Barber. I see Veronica. I see 1J, Josie, Stephanie, Moses. Thanks for joining the chat. Right now, we're about to help Coach Rico with his content game plan, if you will. I have to understand the context here first. And for anyone that's new to these lives, by no means am I an expert, but I do have the experience of my account growing at the current moment, very intentionally. And so I can share some of the tactics, knowledge, and strategies that I'm applying for myself with Coach Rico. Depending on the outcomes of that situation, you might find that these lives are valuable, or they unfortunately might not be, but so far they have been. So that's the quick context for these lives for anyone that's new here. Going back to you, Coach Rico. Like I said, we're currently in this context phase of this conversation. I'm trying to understand where you're at, what you do, how you interact with clients. And now my last question for you before we start diving into this game plan is, what are your goals with content?
My goal, primarily is getting clients.
Okay.
One, obviously I want to share value and all of that, but also to get new clients.
And that's totally fine. Like, there's no right or wrong with this. Let's go. And primarily through Instagram, I imagine. Is that the primary platform here?
Yeah. I'm on YouTube as well and TikTok.
Okay. But I imagine you spend the most amount of time on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay,
By far.
fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, yeah, no, not a trick question at all, and it's totally fine to say, hey, my goal is to get clients. The reason why I asked that, and again, for anyone that's new, you guys have heard me say it a million times. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert here, but the reason why I'm asking Coach Rico this is because this is the question that I ask myself. If my goal is, for example, like anyone that was in the chat yesterday, like I know Stephanie was here yesterday as well as 1J. You guys heard me talk to Garrett. Garrett's goals are very different than Coach Rico's. Coach Rico wants to get clients through Instagram versus Garrett yesterday, he wanted to blow up his page. Well, if he wanted to blow up his page, for example, with Garrett yesterday, then our whole conversation was revolving around what is primarily called top of funnel content, or content basically you can think of just for engagement's sake. Versus like with Coach Rico today, we might not focus on as many top of funnel pieces of content as we will with what are called bottom of funnel pieces of content that we can maybe not get as many views, but get the right type of views and convert into followers and ideally clients. Okay, and so the best strategy for you, Coach Rico, that I'm going to help you with here, just based on what I'm doing, is a mix of these approaches. What we're not going to do is what we did yesterday with Garrett, where we were talking just about content for engagement. Okay, so that's why I was asking about the content goals. So we have, first off, we have your niche. I simplified it with one word as mindset. We'll find out as we search these topics if that label needs to be changed or modified at all. What we're next going to do here is, can I do, what am I looking for here? There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to make a numbered list for you. There we go. Okay, so we have some topics here. These topics here are going to be keywords, and I'm sure you've seen this before. This is what I do every single day on these lives. It's what I do for my page as well, is the core topics that are surrounding our niche are going to be the keywords that we put into different platforms. Instagram, TikTok. Right now I'm taking a lot of my keywords for my niche and putting it into YouTube, and taking the YouTube titles that I find from outliers and using that as my hooks. That seems to be a really effective strategy. So we have a list of keywords here. We have our content goals. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to see, is there any content that you have on your page right now that we can potentially double down on? So currently right now, is there any video? Yeah. So we'll take a look at your page now. Is there any video with your, and it's good that you only have 80 followers. And don't take any offense to me saying 80. People say, or only rather, people say only for everything. People will say to me, like, you only have 5,000 followers, or you only have 80 followers. You only have, like, these are 80 real people that chose to follow you, which is incredible. So that's awesome.
Thanks, man.
The good thing here is that because you have 80 followers and you're a smaller account, it'll be easier for us to find outlier videos on your page. So an outlier, and you're familiar with outlier videos, I imagine, Coach Rico, right?
Yeah. So by the way, bro, just Rico's fine also. I appreciate it, but
yeah, no, fantastic. Thank you. I was actually going to ask you, like, would you prefer if I call you Rico, Coach Rico? So fantastic. Okay. So what we're going to do first is, let me go to, I have Sort Feed, which is a Chrome extension for Instagram. And I'm going to sort your profile based on the videos with the most views.
Okay.
And I see here that you have one video that has 311 views from your 80 followers. Actually, you have 81 now, thanks to 1J. Shout out to you, 1J. You have one with 300 followers. You have a couple with 200. So this is good. This is the first, like, good exercise of, is there any video from recently that is performing better than others? I'm seeing that a lot of these here are like in the hundreds, 76, 100, 150. Let's watch this one with 300. See if there's anything that we can take away, and then we'll do some research here.
Hearing the most amazing.
Chat, can you guys let me know if you can hear this, by the way? I'm going to move the screen. So let me know if you can hear the video I'm about to play for Coach Rico.
The most amazing talk by singer this guy called Singer, and he says you have to be grateful for everything. Just simply accepting what is going on in your life isn't enough. You have to really love it and embrace it. And the way that he frames this is 99% of the galaxy is just empty space. It's just nothing. But you get to be here and enjoy this thing called Earth. So you can either be here and experience all of this with all the challenges and all your pain and sorrows and problems, but also all the joy and the love and the passion, or you can experience nothing. And with that frame, it's like you could either have this or you could have nothing. Isn't it then possible to be grateful for the life that you're living, even if it's more difficult than you prefer? This just hit me like a brick, and I want to share with you guys. Love you guys. I'm out. Keep being grateful. Just hearing.
First off, I want to say, Rico, I love your energy, man. It's like it really,
Thanks.
it really pours through. Yeah, audio quality is good. Thanks, Tiago. Your energy really pours through the camera. Like that's sweet. I love that you are smiling while talking. It's clear that you're in a good mood and you're not like faking it for the camera. Like I could just kind of tell by how you speak and your tonality that you're just like a really, I don't want to say carefree guy, but a very optimistic guy. So, you know, makes sense with what you do and mindset and whatnot. So shout out to you with that. My next thing that I noticed my next thing that I noticed right away that I thought was really cool is that you're wearing headphones while you're talking. I like that because it could be like a visual. One thing that I'm trying to work on, even with my page, is familiarity for the page. Like, what is one sort of visual element that I can include in every video for people to recognize as soon as they see me? Easiest example is like Hermosi with the nose strips, you know, or like Dan Martell with the blue shirts. Like, I love that you have the headphones while you're talking. So immediately I'm like, man, okay, I like this idea of the headphones because I don't really see people use like the over-the-head headphones while they're talking too much. That could be a cool visual identifier for you. So I'm just going to write down those notes. But talk to me about that video. What was the process like? How did you feel after you posted it? How did you post it? Walk me through that as I take notes here.
So that one, I literally saw I was listening to a YouTube video with this guy, Michael Singer, on the way to the supermarket. And it just really inspired me. So I literally just pressed record right there, made it just on the spot, posted it, done.
Fantastic. So you had an idea, pulled out the camera, and then what made you decide to start with, you said, hold on, this first sentence here.
The most amazing.
You said just hearing the most amazing talk. Was that just like the first thing that came to your mind, or was there maybe some thought around like, okay, maybe I should start with this so people might wonder what the amazing talk is? Walk me through your thought process.
Yeah, probably. So, man, like every time I record, I usually record on the fly. So I'll very rarely prepare anything. And then usually I'll say what comes to mind. And then I realize that it's not a hook or it's not interesting. Okay. And then I'll just, cut to something more interesting that I'm saying, or actually just think like, okay, what would a hook be? And then I just say a hook that comes to mind.
Fantastic. Let me actually stretch this out a little bit. Sorry, I'm messing with the video a little bit. Cool. Okay. So we have that. This one got 300 views. This one had 200 views. How are you posting these videos, by the way? Do they go right to the main feed? Do you have... Actually, this might have been updated. I don't know. Do you guys have trial reels? Chat? Coach Rico, do you have trial reels on your Instagram?
No, but I gotta be honest with you. I started this whole thing on TikTok. So then I'm just using repurpose. So everything I post, I start on TikTok, and then it goes to Instagram and YouTube.
Cool. Love it. Okay, so is TikTok the first place that you post then?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. All right. So I think I'm done with the general context. Should we dive into some research here for you? Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it. You can still hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, hold on. The audio,
I can hear you.
Audio cut out a little bit, but I think we're okay. Okay, Ryan, the automation boss, says this is fire. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Coach Rico's a good dude. Hopefully you guys find value in this conversation here. All right, so right now,
Thanks,
Coach Rico,
guys.
we have your niche, which is mindset. We have your keywords here. I figured out your content goals is that you want to get clients through Instagram. I wrote down one video that is your most popular so far, and I wanted to just write some notes for you, like that I love the energy in the video and that I love that you're wearing headphones. Now let's go and do some research. So the first thing I'm going to do, there's a couple ways you guys can, and Ryan, the automation boss, says he's in the same boat. So Ryan, I'll speak directly to you when I say this. There's a couple ways that you can do research, and I'll just give a quick synopsis since Ryan joined here a little later. What we have here is this is Coach Rico's niche. These are the core topics that surround his niche that he talks about all the time. Belief, strategy, focusing on outcome. He talks about these all the time. Goal setting, self-doubt, blah, blah, blah. And then I wrote his content goals, and then any videos that he's already posted that have performed well, just to take notes on. Now, when it comes to research, what I've found to be the most effective are basically three main ways to do it. First off, I typically do research on what is called a research account, which is I create a second Instagram profile, and it just follows basically, I think right now I'm at like 17 competitors in my niche that are small accounts. Reason why I do it on a second account is so that my literal feed only shows me people that I want to study from. Instead of like on my main account here, I'm following hundreds of different people. So my feed's going to show me a ton of people. So when I do that, I'm just going to do it on my profile here just for the sake of time for Coach Rico since it's late. When I do that, I'll then go to Instagram search, and I'll search for, I can either search for the niche, so mindset, or I can start searching through the core topics around the niche, which are keywords. So I'll go to mindset here, and I'll put it in the search bar. This is what I do. I'm not, just for Ryan's sake and Zach's sake, I'm by no means an expert, but this is what I do to consistently grow my page currently. So here we go. So I have mindset here, Coach Rico. I'm finding some videos immediately on my Explore regarding the world of mindset. And now what I want to do is I want to find videos that are outliers on small competitor pages that of course fit with my lived experience, my expertise, stuff that I think could be good for my page. And then once we find that, then I'll help you go through and we'll script out a video here. So first one I
10 out of 10 on
this one actually could be a good one. Okay. Ryan, if you're here, this is literally how the research process goes. So we actually just stumbled upon a really good video here. This guy that I just found for Coach Rico is, I don't know if this guy's in the mindset world or if he's closely related to what you do, Coach Rico, but I'm going to use him as an example here. This guy has 13,000 followers. He posted a video that already has 71,000 likes a day ago. This video is currently blowing up. This is definitely a video that if I'm in a similar space, I might want to try to emulate. Even if I'm not in a similar space, I might still want to try to emulate what's going on in the video based on how it's structured, how it's talking, etc. So let me first, but if he is in the same space as Rico, it just makes it easier for us to reference here. So this guy says, wellness in business, create a life you can't wait to wake up to. It seems like this guy might be, so it sounds like wellness is his niche. So he's not exactly in mindset, but adjacent, which I think is good. So I'm going to put it on your Google Doc. I'm going to put what is called a creator list. And I'm going to put him on the creator list. Okay? So I have him, and we have this video that we just found.
10 out of...
It says 10 out of 10, and Rico, I don't know if you are watching the live, it might be a little delayed. But this one says 10 out of 10 unusual hobbies to make you a genius. Okay? So I'm going to put this, copy it. I'm going to put it in my research bank, is what I'll call it, I guess. Research bank. This is a viral outlier. I'm going to find a couple more, and then what we'll do is we'll then see if, one, is there a way that we can remix this idea? Right now we're just researching, but the next thing we're going to do is remix the video and match it to your expertise. like this guy in this video here, he has the hashtags business and mindset. So I think that there might be a way that we can take your lived experience, everything that you talk about, and match it to a type of video like this, maybe with a similar structure. Okay. But right now we're just in the research process. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to find as many of these viral outliers as I can.
I can't afford to pay rent for.
This guy is very big, so we're not going to take any videos from him. We want to find only small creators. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Susan? Thanks for joining. We are helping Coach Rico right now. He's in the chat. He's an accountability coach. If you guys want to follow him, here's his page right here. He helps people who feel stuck get clear and follow through on meaningful goals. Shout out to your bio, Coach Rico. And we're helping him.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course. We're helping him with his content game plan right now. So, okay, let's keep looking.
By the way, the fastest way to
I paused it right when he was about to curse. So we have this guy here now. Has less than 100,000 followers. This guy's talking more about like money, and like you're broke because of your mindset. I don't know if this is necessarily the angle that we want to take with Coach Rico. So I don't know if we're gonna want to put this down. Let me see real quick. Yeah, he's in high ticket sales. Maybe we'll take it as inspiration, but this one I'm going to just loosely put on the list as like maybe we look at it. It's not going to be really one that we spend a lot of our energy on, just because I don't think, just based on our brief encounter today, I don't think you want to have your whole page be around like getting rich, you know, with mindset stuff. It doesn't sound like that's the case, right?
No, that's not really my thing.
Right.
And actually, I was thinking maybe of niching down further for the smoking angle, just because it worked so well with my client.
Yeah, and you have
but,
exactly you
like
have lived experiences. Totally, you could.
Yep.
Oh, that's something that's something we could put in the topics list is like kicking old habits or breaking habits. That's something that I think we'll be able to find some good inspiration for.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna put that there.
That's great. I mean, because I've also helped people lose weight, which is always a big one, right?
Yeah, I know a lot of it starts with your mind too. I can totally see that. Okay.
Yep.
What's up, Collagen 100? We're helping Coach Rico. He's in the chat here. He's an accountability coach. We're helping him with his content game plan right now. All right. Next guy we have is Austin. Too big of a creator. I'm going to keep going.
Just saw a video where
This guy's too big of a creator. We're going to keep
I'm
going.
not supposed to.
This lady has 19,000 followers. This was in April. This could be a good one. She's talking about how to be in the top 1%. Not necessarily what we want for Coach Rico, but we might be able to take the structure of this text hook instead of how to be in the top 1%. Or maybe we keep how to be in the top 1%, but we change the whole angle of this video to not top 1% financially, but top 1% emotionally or with happiness. So I think that there might be something here. Let's watch.
Tell you this, but this is the cheat code to be in the top 1%. Eat clean, compliment strangers, stand tall with shoulders.
Yeah. I think we can put something here. Possibly. We'll see. I won't know for sure because I'm not Coach Rico. But Rico, we might... I'm going to just put a brief comment here and say maybe we can change the framing of this video to be about top 1% of people who are happy. I don't know how we describe that. Top 1% of happy, like top 1% happiest people or something like that. Maybe. Let's keep going.
But Sean, is it normal that I'm not hearing the video when you're playing it?
Possibly. Are you on the Instagram Live or in Google Meet? Oh.
I'm on.
I could hold on. Let me I'll share my screen with you in the Google Meet so you can hear or you can see that too. And you might be able to
sweet.
hear.
Okay.
Cool.
That makes it easier because then I can hear what's.
Totally. Good call. All right. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yep, I can see the screen.
All right, cool. So this is what I would again, I started with mindset as like a core topic. We're just going down the list. We're trying to find small creators here. So we have, if you want more of it, use more of it. This guy has 15,000 followers. This seems to be about mindset. This has 200,000 likes, which is way more than 15,000 followers. And this was posted end of April. So this immediately is going to go into my research bank of ideas for us to potentially emulate. Again, first step is we're going to research, then we're going to remix. Okay, so we're going to get back to all of these in a second. I'm going quick just so I can put the ideas together. This guy also has in his bio human potential maxer, which I think sounds similar to what you do. So I might add him to your creator list. So the creator list is going to be, if I'm you, list of small people that are in my space who are making viral content, basically. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. So let's keep going. And again, I appreciate you staying on here, man. I know it's late, so I'm trying to move quick.
My pleasure, man. I appreciate the value. This is really great.
Awesome. All right, let's keep going. Energy Growth Hub, 120,000 likes.
Reminder that happy people encourage, attractive people compliment, and successful people support.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll keep it as a maybe. Okay.
It's an interesting formula, huh? With the three points she's making.
Yeah, the way that she puts together that sentence, maybe. This is about success. No. Maybe. Well, let's actually watch again.
All of your favorite successful people are delusional, but it's a very specific.
Yeah. Because you can change the framing of this, and you can change instead of being about successful, you could say all the happiest people are blah 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 blah. Totally good. And this is a small creator. What does he talk about here? Free will, productivity, mindset, and tech. Okay, so I'm gonna put him on your creator list.
Cool.
And I'm going to put that video in the research bank. And now let's keep going. I'm going to get to 10, and then we're going to go through the videos and see which ones we want to remix. Okay?
Gotcha.
So let's keep going. 30 uncomfortable things you should do alone to build extreme confidence. Would you say confidence, like building someone's confidence, is part of your core things that you talk about?
Definitely. What I do for clients, I don't call it confidence, I call it certainty. I get them...
Okay.
Like, it's important that they feel certain they can actually achieve what they want to achieve, right?
Nice. Okay, fantastic. I like that. I like that a lot. Right now, the reason why I'm asking certain words, I'm writing down so we can use those as keywords to research. So certainty is good. This could be one here. That, let me see, 489,000 likes, April 16th, 43,000 followers. Yeah. This would be an easy one for you to make because it's a B-roll reel. It's not it. I will tell you, it's not going to get you the most followers in the world, but it will help you break out of like 200, 300 view jail. So it could be like a super good quick win for you to do something like this. Okay, let's keep going.
I think the biggest skill you can develop is the ability to reset fast. Bad conversation, move on.
I like this. Wellness and healthy aging. I think wellness is very adjacent to what you do, right, Rico? So I think she could be a good creator here. And I like how she started this. The biggest skill you can develop is the ability to reset fast. Obviously, you can change that to whatever you want. You can say, like, I think the biggest skill you can develop is the ability to, and then we'll insert a blank here. But I think this could be a good one here. Now we're going to find 2 more.
Lovely.
And this is, again, I've found almost 10 so far just with one word of mindset. The reason why I try to find different topics around the niche is because you could literally just search any of these words into Instagram, like breaking habits, find 10 more viral videos from small competitors, and now you have 10 more videos that you could potentially emulate, or get inspiration from. So it easily compounds. Like, you could have, by doing this, hundreds of videos that you're seeing are outliers from different competitors, and now you have your whole 100 video content plan.
Fantastic.
So
no, because
all right, let's see what we got. We got Sophia here. She has 30,000 followers. Let's see what she says.
I'm telling you, if you try every day for literally 3 months, not even 3 months, for a month, okay? Just try every day for a month. You will become
Nice. Okay, so she's saying to try. I teach women how to manifest their desires. That sounds similar to what you do, right? And that might even be a keyword too. Do you talk at all about manifestation at all? Anything? I mean,
not really. It's funny. Like, lately, I've been getting more into manifestation personally, but what I do with my clients, it's all about tangible outcomes and results.
Sure.
So,
what I'm saying is like the topic of manifestation might be one that we could put down for you to say like how to actualize what you manifest, if that makes sense, or like how to achieve what you're manifesting, you know, whatever.
Actually, that's great, man.
Right?
I really like that.
So I'm gonna put manifestation down here. Just because the reason why I ask is because when I type in mindset, I'm looking also for keywords that are popping up a lot. And I know that, for example, confidence is a word that I see all the time from viral videos. I know that the word manifestation I see all the time from viral videos. So I know like, okay, these might be some topics that you can make videos on and add your own twist to it of like I said, how to realize what you manifest or how to make what you manifest come true, you know, and then you talk about your strategy. Okay. One more, and then we're going to, oh no, 2 more, sorry. And then we're going to remix one of these with a script. And I'll keep the scripting part shorter than normal so I can get you out of here I'll keep it as concise as possible so I can get you out of here.
Dude, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's late, but the value's awesome. I'm having a good time. I'd rather we have a great session than get to bed.
Fantastic.
Really.
Awesome.
No worries, man.
Cool. Let's keep going then. Okay, let me unpretzel your brain. Too big of a creator. Let's keep going.
10 out of 10 habits to become dangerous.
Oh, Sean, does it matter that like most of my clients right now are actually young professionals? This is not an intentional niche, but it just kind of happened that way. That like young guys working in tech, working in AI. That's suddenly they're kind of elevated, you know, and then they're looking for a coach to help them manage their career and their
okay, kind of like career.
outcomes.
Sure, career coaching maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, we'll dive into that a little bit deeper. I put here number 9 and number 1 are from the same creator and the exact same style. This guy, if I go to his page, he's using the exact same format. I mean, look at this, dude. 1.6 million views with this 10 out of 10 habits. Then he does it again, 1.9 million views, 10 out of 10 habits. Then he does it again, 1.8 million views, 10 out of 10 uncomfortable habits. Now he's doing it again. Let's see. He posted this 4 hours ago. This video's blowing up. I mean, this dude's just rinsing this this format. So, and this guy has 13,000 followers. This is definitely one that if I were you and I saw this, I'm like, okay, I need to start. Like even for myself, like I might have to make a video that follows this format because this dude's
check out on your channel, man.
Dude, this guy's getting million view after million view after million view. Like that for me. I'm putting this on my list as well. So, I'm gonna actually just message that to me. Where are you? I'm gonna send you this guy, and then I'm gonna send it as a reminder to me.
Cool.
So you and I are both gonna try that format, see what we get.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Cool.
Yep.
It's a little challenge for us. All right, one more, and then we'll look at which ones we can try to emulate. Which I think I already have an idea of which one we're gonna want to do. But let's see here.
The hardest
person to stop is this guy. Yeah, he's the guy on our creator list. All right, let's see if we can find one more creator. It's not that deep. Ask them out. It only takes 2 words. Oh, this guy's too big of a creator. 10 things nobody's telling you. 25 uncomfortable ways.
Hey, Sean, what's the limit for the creator? The size limit?
I try to find. So I'll tell you the golden. You guys can hear me still? I don't know if I just cut off my mic. You can hear me, Rico?
Yep.
Okay. The gold mine that I try to find is what I just found for you. This. A creator that has like 10,000 followers or less that has videos that are in the millions of views range. Like, and this is a gold mine because this guy, million view after million view after million view in the past 3 days. So this is something like, this tells me that this is a format that is currently blowing up that I will see a lot more of. This is that's why I'm saying this is a gold mine where like I need to recreate this today probably. So, okay. So that's what I look for.
Okay.
10,000 followers or less is a gold mine, but general rule of thumb is like anyone below 100,000 followers is typically what I'm looking for.
You're like 2 months.
So like this guy probably is, yeah, he's too big for what I'm looking for.
Everyone else is better than me.
This guy is like just below 100,000, so it's not ideal. The smaller the creator, the better, because then you can tell that it's more the video that's doing the heavy lifting and not the creator's audience, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The scariest place to be
Oh, my
in life
bad,
is
that's not
not
fair.
rock bottom. It's not being broke, not losing everything. Let me tell you a quick story. There's this
Okay, cool. So he says the 710 trap, and this guy, I don't know if he talks documenting my healthy lifestyle. This video is, or sorry, where did it go? That video was about mindset, and we could take something from that.
Mm.
Where did it go? The 710
Sweet.
trap. Cool. So that's our 10th video here. I'm not going to put him in your creator list because this guy is, I think, a fitness.
Yeah, it's just fitness
I think he's
based,
a
right?
fitness dude. But that's fine. We still have 5 creators on your list and 10 videos in our research bank. And this is step 1. So I'll just say like step 1 here. Or step 1. And let me put it in italics, I guess. And now we're going to do step 2, which is we're going to remix one of these videos for you. Okay, so step 2, we're going to remix. Step 2, and I already know, I mean, I'm a little biased here, but for me, there's one that I would heavily suggest trying to emulate, and we're going to work through it together, which is this one, because it's currently, this is something that is currently blowing up right now. Like, this is, this type of format and structure, how it's presented is something that apparently a ton of people are really gravitating towards from a small account. So, but you let me know. It's not your, you know, I'm telling you my opinion, but you let me know. So we're going to go through each video here and you tell me with your expertise, experience, insights, opinions, which video you would like to remix the most. And I will help you when it comes to remix. So let's go down.
Awesome.
Let's go down the list. So here's the first one. Again, you know where my bias stands on this.
They get progressively more niche. Start an idea collection and add to it every single day. Learn how ordinary things are made, like coffee roasting, car design, and film production. Understanding craftsmanship changes your perspective on everything around you. Write down the smartest thing you hear someone say. Take yourself on a day out with no phone and just your thoughts. Pick up a skill you'll never make money from and study a field you have no reason to study. Read and study the people your favorite thinkers read and admire. And get so good at noticing things that you start seeing what everyone else walks right past. 10 out of 10 unusual.
Okay, so these are like 10 out of 10 unusual hobbies make you a genius. Obviously, you can change this to like 10 out of 10 unusual things to make you happier, you know, or to make you whatever, right? We'll come back to that. Or to make you achieve your goals, right? 10 out of 10 tasks to help you achieve your goals or whatever. We'll come back to that, though.
By the way, I'm not hearing the video.
No?
I think it's on the Jack Brad Fit channel page.
Okay, hold on. Let me know if you can hear the audio here. I'm sharing it through Google Meet. Let me know if you can hear this.
Is whenever you go get a coffee and you're going to do something in your day-to-day and you tell yourself, oh, this is too expensive. If only you knew how much damage that is doing to you. And even if deep down you somewhat think that it is too expensive, stop thinking it and stop saying it.
Okay, so I'm going to cut it off there just for the sake of time. He's basically saying the dumbest thing you can do is like worrying about how much something costs. This one was 10 out of 10 things to make you a genius. Okay, and now we're going to go to the next one.
To tell you this, but this is the cheat code to be in the top 1%. Eat clean, compliment strangers, stand tall with shoulders relaxed, date for marriage, don't gossip or put anyone down, drink lots of water, journal, make your bed first thing in the morning, dress in clothes that make you feel confident, 15 minutes of sunlight a day. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but this is the...
Okay, I don't know why I cut off, but she's going through the 10 lists, how to be in the top 1%. This is all these videos are star, by the way. Shocking statement, text hook, achievement, roadmap, same structure. But, so we have that one. Here's number 4.
Please remember that if you want more of it, use more of it. If you want more energy, you have to use more
Just
energy.
let you know
If you
I'm
want
not
more
hearing him
strength.
again, bro.
Hmm.
Maybe I can. Can I just put it on the? I'm just worried if I put it on the phone, it'll feedback on your audio.
I for some reason I guess it wasn't sharing. We'll try it one more time. How about? Let me know if you can hear it now.
Okay.
You have to use the strength that you already
I can hear
have.
it.
If you want
Yeah, I think I just closed out the tab. That's why. Okay.
more confidence, you have to use the little bit of confidence that you already have to go do things that scare you. This is how everything works. And nobody talks about this, but like I always chuckle when I hear someone say like, "Oh, I laid in my bed all weekend. Why do I have no energy?" Motherfucker, that is exactly why. Your body does not give you things.
So this guy's basically saying like if you want more of anything, want more money, more confidence, you need to use it, you know? So that's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
Here's the next one. Oh, I see what's happening. I know why you can't hear the audio. Okay, hold on. It's because I'm sharing the audio on one tab. That's why. So you could probably hear this now. Let me know if you hear
Encourage
this.
attractive people compliment and successful people support.
That's why. Okay. Let's restart this video.
Just a reminder that happy people encourage, attractive people compliment, and successful people support. And those who have nothing to offer bring you down. And once you really understand that, you stop taking certain things personally. Because people who feel secure, they don't get threatened by your growth. They don't compete with you and they don't try to dim you. They clap, they share, and they make space. But when someone constantly criticizes you, minimizes you, or tries to humble you every time you shine, that is not confidence talking, that's insecurity. So instead of shrinking yourself and making others comfortable, pay attention to the pattern. The right people will push you forward, the wrong ones will try to pull you back. So
Okay, so this is basically choose your circle wisely.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Here's the next one, which let me put this in the other tab.
Your favorite successful people are delusional, but it's a very specific kind of delusion that you can replicate in your own life. Psychologists call it pronoia, which is literally just the opposite of paranoia. And what's so fascinating is they both refer to the same thing, an unfounded belief about other people's intentions toward you. Paranoia is the belief that the world is conspiring against you, but pronoia is the belief that the world is conspiring in your favor. This matters so much more than you think, because the truth is you're likely good enough to get exactly what you want out of life. You're just not delusional enough to demand it for yourself. All of your...
Okay, this is, that was Star to a T. He even used a unique recipe. He said pronoia, which most people haven't heard of. And then he gave a roadmap on how to achieve it. And then he leveraged the success of other people as his achievement. So yeah, that was Star to a T. So that one is, okay, delusion is what all the successful people use to achieve their goals. We have this one here, which is the easy B-roll reel that you could create and then change. 30 uncomfortable things, then you have a list of things in the caption. Okay. And then we have...
A skill you can develop is the ability...
Oh, whoops. I keep forgetting to put it on the same tab. Hold on. So we have this one now.
You can develop is the ability to reset fast. Bad conversation, move on. Bad day, start fresh tomorrow. Missed workout, hit it the next day. Poor decision, learn and adjust. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how long you let it affect you.
Okay. So that's that one. And then we have two more, which is, oh, you've already seen this one, I think. Hold on.
Habits to become dangerously overeducated, but they get progressively more niche.
Yep. So it's the same thing. You get the idea there. 10 out of 10 habits, but to make you achieve blank. And then we have the last one, which is the 7-10 trap. So here we go.
Scariest place to be in life is not rock bottom. It's not being broke, not losing everything. Let me tell you a quick story. There's this weird thing in human psychology where people only change when things become unbearable. I was watching a video the other day by Greg LaVecchia, founder of Bloom. And he
This, by the way, this is also Star, just for everyone here that is into Star. He's using the achievement of a founder as his achievement. He said the shocking statement. This is his unique recipe. Because the reason why I keep bringing this up is because some people in the chat, as well as in my DMs, have asked me like, "What do you mean by a unique recipe?" This is it right here. Like I don't know what the 7 out of 10 trap is. So and now he's gonna give a roadmap on how to achieve whatever, or how to get out of whatever this is.
Compared it to alcoholism. If somebody's a horrible alcoholic, they eventually hit a breaking point. They go to rehab and they rebuild their life from zero. But the person with a kind of bad drinking problem, a lot of the times they just live with it forever. And it's the same way in life. Business, relationship, fitness. I call this the 7 out of 10 trap. It's where your life is just good enough to keep you comfortable, but not bad enough to actually change. And that's the one thing that separates the mediocre from the savages. Every high level performer that I've studied had the ability to walk away from an 8 out of 10 situation to chase a 10 out of 10 situation. The people who win in life aren't always the smartest. They're just the ones willing to leave comfort before comfort destroys them.
Okay, so this is basically leaving your comfort zone when you reach some sort of success to get to the next level. Okay. Now I know
it's crazy. That's one thing, but calling it the 7 out of 10 trap makes it.
Say it again.
It's like because it's a common thing that people will only change after they hit rock bottom, but because he calls it something else, it makes it star. Because he's like calling it something that we don't know.
Yeah, that he used a unique recipe there. Yeah, the 7 out of 10 trap, and then he did a shocking statement at the beginning. He has the text hook on screen here. He used the achievement of not himself, but of the founder of Bloom, who discovered who talked about this, and then he gave a roadmap on like the best people are the ones who don't just stay comfortable, basically. So I know we just went through 10 very quickly, but was there, out of those 10, was there any of those, the first like litmus test for you is, out of those 10 that I showed you, was there just one or maybe two of them that stood out to you for any reason where you're like, oh, I think I might be able to recreate something similar?
Yeah, definitely. I like the 10 out of 10 things to make you a genius.
Okay.
And also the one more of it, use it, just because it's something that I think I could
yes,
perform easily, right?
Fantastic. Okay, I like that. If you want more of it, use more of it. Okay, so hold on. Cool.
And quite honestly, also this one I like, the 7 out of 10 one.
And the 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. Hold on. And I'll even put that B-roll one too, just because I know that's an easy one for you. So.
Oh, sweet.
So we have 4 videos that we want to remix. Okay, for everyone here in the chat. Let me put this in italics. Cool. We have these videos we want to remix. I don't know why this is in a different color, but or a different font, but oh well. Arial. Okay. So now let's walk through how there's many ways that you can remix a video, and when I say remix, I mean like we obviously don't want to just take these videos that have performed well and copy them. And so you can remix it or change it in a couple ways. One, you can change the value that's in the video, so you talking about something completely different than them. Maybe you just take the hook from that video that they used and then change everything else. 2, you can change the topic of the video. So instead of, for example, this one right here, 10 out of 10, and I'll share my screen so you can see what I'm showing. Instead of 10 out of 10 unusual hobbies to make you a genius, we can change this or remix it to 10 out of 10 unusual hobbies to make you blank. So we can change that last word that matches your expertise. Or like 10 out of 10 ways like to break a bad habit, right? Or 10 out of 10 unusual ways to break a bad habit, right? Like now you're starting to see like I'm just changing the topic here while keeping the structure of this pretty much the same. That's like that's the most common way that I remix. Typically, not saying it's right or wrong. That's just the one that I typically use. Or we could remix with the format. So instead of like having these images on screen and as well as talking to the camera, it might be you green screen and then going through the whole thing. Those are kind of like the 3 main ways that I have personally remixed videos. In our case here, I would suggest for this one since it seems like this format is blowing up, I would want to try to stick to this format as much as you can, which would require, it basically means like you'll probably need 6 images here. If you need help, I'm happy to help you, like guide you via DMs on how to do this.
Cool.
You'll need 6 images here, text on screen here, and now we just change the topic from 10 out of 10 unusual hobbies to make you a genius to maybe like 10 out of 10. And then I'll ask you, is there anything that comes to mind with your expertise? Like I said, 10 out of 10 ways to break a bad habit, but you would know more than me. Like, any ideas from your world that you could plug in here to this template, if you will?
Yeah, I do like 10 out of 10 ways to break through in any area, or 10 out of 10 ways to get unstuck.
Nice. Okay. The question is, for example, like, let's say you did 10 out of 10 ways to break a bad habit or 10 out of 10 ways to get unstuck.
Yep.
Here's what I'm noticing with this hook is it says 10 out of 10 unusual, so we might want to use that word unusual. And also it seems like this end of the sentence is a dream outcome. So my question, because this says like to make you a genius, most people that are watching this want to be a genius. And so my question to you would be, is there a dream outcome in your profession that like thinking about your clients that you talk to, what is their dream outcome? You know, like this could be 10 out of 10 ways to, let's say, achieve your dream physique. Now you're going to attract a lot of fitness people, of course. But it might be 10 out of 10 ways to quit smoking forever. You know, like walk me through from your lived experience. What are the dream outcomes that people come to you for?
So 10 out of 10 ways. With the smoking thing, the main one is one, it's to never smoke a cigarette again, but the other one is to do it easily. So to quit smoking easily, for instance, 10 out of 10 ways to, or, you know, I got clients that are chasing 6-figure job offers. And so that could be like 10 ways to get to land your 6-figure job offer.
Yes, 10 out of 10 or something like 10 out of 10 unusual ways to get a 6-figure job. That could be good. What do you think of that idea?
Yeah, I love that, because that's also stopping, right? It's it has an impact.
The word unusual seems to be there are certain things that I've noticed, and I'm not going to pretend, I'll say it a million times just for people watch this. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert by any means, but one thing that I do know for certain is that through studying all of this content, there tends to be what are commonly known as power words in a lot of these text hooks. So a power word meaning like there's one word that I see on like a lot of viral videos that a hook will have that is maybe dramatic or that stands out or grabs my attention. That seems to be the word unusual. Because if you look at this guy's page, he has 10 out of 10. Oh, I guess he changed it. So maybe it isn't unusual. He went from unusual to uncomfortable to dangerously. He has some sort of adjective before he describes whatever it is. So, like, for example, if we said, like, 10 out of 10 ways to get a 6-figure job, it doesn't match the same as what this guy's doing at the hooks. Like, he's using some sort of unique adjective before he finishes the sentence. So he's saying 10 out of 10, like he could have said 10 out of 10 habits to build confidence, but he said 10 out of 10 uncomfortable habits to build extreme confidence. And then this one says 10 out of 10 habits to get dangerously overeducated. And this one says 10 out of 10 unusual habits or hobbies to make you a genius. This one says 10 out of 10 habits to build an insanely valuable network. So it seems like we'll want to use something like 10 out of 10 unusual ways to land a 6-figure job, right? And maybe we change the word unusual to something else, but we'll stick with that for now as our North Star, okay? The next thing that I'm seeing that he does with the hooks is it says niche version on all of these, or niche version. So it sounds like what he's doing is he basically starts with a very broad strategy and then he gets more and more in depth. To my understanding. Let's see how he starts every video with what he says.
Unusual hobbies that'll make you a genius, but they get progressively more niche.
Yeah. So he says 10 out of 10 unusual hobbies make you a genius, but they get progressively more niche. Tiago, if you're watching this, you'll find this really funny. Tiago, are you in here? this is hilarious that we found this, actually. This is kind of a gold mine that we found this. Because Tiago and I, 2 weeks ago, were having this conversation that we found... this is a bit of a tangent, but you might find this useful.
Cool.
Tiago and I found this YouTube channel 2 weeks ago. It was this NBA guy. And I'll share my screen here. Let me stop real quick, and I'll share my entire screen so you can, or I'll just share it YouTube, whatever. So this one was Steph Curry, 3 points, but they get more ridiculous. Tiago and I found this video, or this channel 2 weeks ago, where all of this guy's videos on his page, this guy has like 600,000 subscribers. All of his titles have the same structure where it says something, 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 but they get increasingly more blank, but they get increasingly blank, but they get increasingly more impressive. And so I was saying to Tiago, this is funny that we found this guy blowing up now, because this is exactly... like what he said as the first sentence is exactly what this guy puts in his titles. And so the only reason why I bring this up is just to say that like what Tiago and I are noticing is that a lot of the best ideas or hooks that people use on short form just come from YouTube titles. So this guy said he said 10 out of 10 unusual hobbies to make you a genius, but it gets increasingly more niche. It's the exact same thing as this dude that I just showed you at the basketball channel. So that's just a funny coincidence. But anyways, well, I don't really consider it a coincidence, but a funny occurrence. So we have 10 out of 10 unusual ways to land a six-figure job, and then we can put niche version here. So that's going to be your text on screen. Okay. Is this making sense so far, Rico?
Yep, absolutely.
Fantastic. Okay. So that's going to be your text on screen for this video. Okay. And then the first sentence that this guy says, he basically reads this out, and then he says, but they get increasingly more niche or niche. I don't know how he says it, but let's see how he says it. I don't actually know how to say this.
More niche.
More niche. Okay. So we'll want to do something similar by saying 10 out of 10 unusual ways to land a six-figure job, but they get increasingly more niche. Right? This is going to be the first sentence you say, also known as a verbal hook. Okay? All right. Now, what I would recommend doing, especially because, Rico, have you had any experience like scripting out videos before filming? It's okay if not.
Only the first 2 pinned videos that I made.
Fantastic. Okay. Here's what I would 100% recommend you do, especially since you're familiar with the idea of like talking to the phone and kind of yapping. Put this in. Have you ever used the Instagram teleprompter feature?
No.
Okay. Hold on.
I didn't even know that they had one.
Are you by chance on the Instagram Live?
Yeah. Let me grab it.
Because I'm going to show you how to find this.
Yeah, man, I'm scared.
All right. So hopefully you can see my screen. I'm going to hit post. This is 100% what I'd recommend you do, because I know like as I start to script this out in a doc, you're going to be like, well, how am I going to memorize this? I'll show you. So here is my screen. I'm pressing the post button right here on the top left. And then I'm going to click reel. So I just clicked reel. There's a delay on the live, so I'll give you, just give me a second. You're probably seeing me right now just pull out my phone. And I'm going to leave this up on the camera so you can see it. Before you film on Instagram, there is a feature on the right that says teleprompter. It's right under green screen. So I'll leave this up so you can see this. Hold on.
Cool.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just leaving this up so you can see this on the live. Hopefully you can see this here. Yeah, so it's right on one of these icons here when you're filming. Teleprompter. And so what I would do is when you film this video, copy these these first sentences, and then we're going to go through the script together here. Copy the whole script, put it on the teleprompter. Then when you hit record, it's not like you're going to have to memorize the script or anything. You can just read off the teleprompter and do it as many times as you want until it feels natural to you.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Okay. This one's going to be easy for us to script too because it follows a simple structure of like you just go through 10 things. So now my question to you is, can we think of 10 unusual ways to land a six-figure job that you teach your client or help your clients with? Like, or let's just think of like 10 ways that you help them land a six-figure job.
The one thing here, though, actually just thinking about it now, is the clients that I've helped get six-figure jobs, actually they're already on a trajectory. So it's not like,
good.
You know, I know exactly which job. It's more like I know how to get them to maximize the career path they're on.
Sure. So let's try to break down. Is there a way we can break down 10 ways to maximize the career that they're currently pursuing?
Yeah. So, one is they got to figure out in what way their job is impacting the company's bottom line.
Perfect. Okay. Figure out how the job impacts bottom line. Okay.
And then, of course, how do you leverage that? How can they leverage that? Two is they have to know within the company which positions actually get that six-figure job. It sounds like a no-brainer, but if they're not on the right path towards that, then they're not going to get it.
So find what jobs in company pay six figures.
Yep.
Okay, let's put that as number one because we're gonna start with like the obvious advice first. I'm not gonna say obvious, but like the surface level advice first, and then as you keep going, you're gonna give me more and more advanced strategies. So we find what jobs in companies pay six figures. Okay.
Yep.
Then we figure out how the job impacts the bottom line. Then what else?
So, 6 figures bottom line. Also, what are the key metrics needed to actually get the job? So what are the, like the performance benchmarks that they got to hit?
Find.
I gotta be honest with you, to actually get 10, that's a lot to get 10 out of 10, huh?
Yeah. This is a good exercise. Because by the way, if you struggle with this, I'll walk you through how we can figure this out. So yeah, we're at 4. Just try to go as much as you can. Try to brainstorm with me all the different ways that you've helped, that you help people get, for example, a six-figure job. So you find out what jobs pay six figures, figure out how the job impacts the bottom line, find performance benchmarks for the job they need. What else?
Yep. And then actually find out what skills they need to get it. Does it work then? Because, a lot of these compound. So one would be find the skills that are needed for the job. But the second one is, get the skills.
Exactly. Yes. See that, and that's exactly how this structure works too. That's why you're saying it gets progressively more niche. He starts off with let's see how he starts his video. I believe he starts off with the more surface level advice, and then it gets more and more advanced. So let's see.
Usual hobbies that'll make you a genius, but they get progressively more niche. Start an idea collection and add to it every single day.
Yeah, okay, start an idea collection. I mean, it does start off with a pretty good idea, but yeah, it gets more and more in depth.
Learn how ordinary things are made, like coffee roasting, car design, and film production. Understanding craftsmanship changes your perspective on everything around you. Write down the smartest thing you hear someone say. Take yourself on a day out with no phone and just your thoughts. Pick up a skill you'll never make money from, and study a field you have no reason to.
Nice. Yeah. So he's just giving 10 tips of advice, 10 pieces of advice.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's Let's go. So just feel free to just riff, like as many as you can think of.
Right. So another one which is huge is finding out the KPIs of your manager. So your boss, whoever's going to give you the promotion, what do they need, and how can you help their position?
Oh, that's good. That should go towards the bottom, because that's not something I've ever thought about. That's good. Okay. What else?
Rehearsing your competencies. So the mistake people make is they don't actually rehearse out loud what they're good at, and so when it gets to pitching or when it gets to that meeting that's going to get you the promotion, they might stumble in their words. So
rehearsing your competencies, is that what you said?
Yep.
See, now we're cooking, because you're giving me advice that I've never even thought of. Okay, what else?
Awesome.
We just need
yeah, create certainty in your nervous system. So whenever you're going into a meeting or whenever you're gonna do something important, make sure you never enter that meeting in a lower state. So what I have my clients do is I have them visual, the outcome, visualize it work out.
In a lower state. That's good.
Yep,
okay.
That's it. Yeah, let's see what we got already.
We're cooking with fire right now.
Yeah, man. I'd also say, this is a great one, is to find out what is the direction of the company going in.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
So, that's going to help you position for maybe not the promotion in a month, but definitely 6 months, 1 year. If you know where the company's going, you know where to put your focus. Another one is what team members are important for you to learn from or to know.
What's number 10? Look at that. We're cooking.
10 is, I would say, it's like think outside the box. And in the specific way is to have a think, where's the money of the company coming from? And is there something you can do outside of your current role that'll help the company make more money? If you can do that, you can...
I was just about to say, so here's a couple things that I was going to mention. This has helped me in my experience gain promotions quickly. So you let me know what you think. Obviously, I'm not the career coach here. And this is good. Basically, like finding... So, okay, there's a couple things. So I'm gonna list off some things that have helped me, and you let me know if this is something that you align with as the coach.
Cool.
One is documenting any procedures that work or like processes. Like all the companies that I work for, even company now that I work for, 2 months because I quickly excelled at the skill set, and then I documented everything that I was doing. So I created like an SOP for everything that I've done, and then they use that to teach the rest of the team. Hold on. Sorry, I don't know why the audio just went out. Is that something that you think would belong here on the list, or that aligns with your teachings here?
The audio cut out, so I didn't hear most of what you said. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, my bad. I was saying, what has helped me in my experience get promotions quickly is by documenting, like creating an SOP, standard operating procedure, around everything that I'm doing to excel at my current role. So, for example, like all of my career positions have been around sales, and every time that I've been like the dominant salesperson at the company, I've always created an SOP that can be shared amongst the team. That benefits, of course, myself as well as other people, and that's one of the quickest. Huge. It's been one of the quickest ways for me to get promotions on every job that I've been in. So I don't know if this is something that also aligns with you.
Absolutely. I'm working with a client now where their main strength is they came in as an engineer, but their main strength is now people. And he's been placed in the middle and helping people learn from each other and learning what works and what doesn't. That's great. Also, it's more likely that you're put in a leadership position because you're showing that you're thinking bigger than just your direct role. Are you there, man? I think the audio might have cut out again.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just silent for a second.
Oh,
Cool.
okay. That's
One other thing too that I thought could be good for this list was finding or using I don't know what I'm trying to say, is like using complementary skills. Basically, like if I'm in sales, for like let's say I'm a salesperson trying to get a 6-figure job, it serves me, it serves my best interest to not only be good at sales but also to be good at technology in most cases, because we're going towards like an AI world where like the salespeople that do not know how to use AI are going to be left behind the salespeople that do, right? So like excelling with complementary skills, or like find a complementary skill, maybe it might be a good one.
Yeah, that's right. And actually, I didn't think of this, but because all of the clients that I'm doing career coaching with, they happen to all be in AI already. But obviously, learning AI is going to be a huge one on that list.
So that might actually be the first thing that you start off with, because it is a hot topic. The idea of AI. So we're gonna say implement, or let's say implement AI with your current position, something like that, or like, I don't know, I gotta think of a better way to say this, but because this immediately, like, here's the thing that in my theory with this is, you're saying like 10 out of 10 unusual ways to land a 6-figure job, but they get increasingly more niche. The very first thing you say is like implement AI with your current position. This almost seems like it is contradictory to what this textbook says, which would get someone to keep watching. That's my hypothesis. What I mean is, like, if you're trying to help people get a 6-figure job and the first thing you say is like use AI with your current position, you to say, you know what I mean? So I would probably start with this: use AI with your current role, or something like implement AI. I don't know how to properly say this, but basically use AI. Yeah, use as much as leverage. Possible. Yeah, leverage. Thank you. Leverage AI as much as possible with your current role. The other thing too is we want to make this as like simple as possible. We don't want to use a ton of fancy words, so I might actually put this into Claude to see how we can simplify this language. But leverage is a good word. We basically want to like use it to our ability. What? Cool. Kush, I don't know how to say your name, sir. Kush, I don't know how to say your name, buddy. But he says, what happened to your hairline? I don't know, man. I guess my hairline's cooked, huh? Thanks for that chat. I'm getting roasted in the chat while I'm trying to help Rico. So Rico, we have, I think, our 10 out of 10 list. Is there anything that we want to add or change here? Because this is basically your script.
Oh, I see. Okay. I like the AI one. Final skills I need for the job. I mean, I would put the number 3 above number 2.
Okay. Let's just remove number 2.
If it doesn't matter, actually, in this case, man, like, does the order of this matter, or am I overthinking it?
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm kind of thinking it does, because like it's, again, like I want to put AI as the very first one because I know that it's a hot topic. So I know, like, if you put it first, it would, in my theory would be that people would keep watching because it's something that most people are thinking about a lot. So I want to put this one first for sure, and then what I want to do is like the ones that are the most complex, like these down below, I want to put towards the end, because that's kind of the idea. So find what jobs and companies pay 6 figures, figure out how the job you want impacts the bottom line, find performance benchmarks for the job they need, find KPIs of your manager. That's good. So now we just got to figure out how can we simplify this language, because is there anything else you want to change about this list, by the way?
I mean, like number 3, I mean, if number 2 is find what jobs in the companies pay 6 figures, wouldn't number 3 be find out find out how to get the job? or find out what is needed to get the job. This kind of goes into number 4 as well, but like find performance benchmarks for the job they need.
There you go. Let's do that. Maybe that's a better order for the job. Maybe for the job you want, right? Find performance benchmarks for the job you want. That seems to be compounding. You find what jobs pay 6 figures, find the performance benchmarks, figure out how the job impacts the bottom line, find the KPIs of the managers, rehearse your competencies, never enter a meeting in a lower state. So now all we got to do is figure out how we can dumb down this language, because the dumber we can make it, or the simpler we can make it, the better. So are we good with this list?
Sure.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to take this, and let's just...
because honestly, Sean, like this isn't really that thought out, like I wouldn't
10 out of 10 unusual.
like sell this to a client, but I suppose it doesn't really matter for this case.
When you say you wouldn't sell it to a client, what would you... I mean, you want to, ideally with your content, you want to give away as much value as possible, of course. So would you want to change anything on this list?
It's just at this point, it's a little ad hoc, It's like it's a bit messy. Like find the KPIs of your manager is great, but it's a completely different situation than finding out what jobs pay 6 figures. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know if that matter. Like none of these points are bad, but they're just for completely different situations.
How would you
within the scope?
How would you feel more, or how would you feel most comfortable with this list? If it's like naturally compounding with one another, I think that's a good approach if we do that.
Yeah, right?
I agree with that. So we like number 1, right?
Yep.
We like number 2?
Yep.
We like number 3?
Yeah, maybe we can combine it with find the performance or skill benchmarks. Is that too long?
Sure. Find skill benchmarks, okay. 4?
Find out job impacts the bottom line. The job impacting the bottom line is only useful for like negotiating raises and stuff, I think, rather than actually getting the job. So
what would we want?
We could actually... What do you think about adding something in like what would find out if the job aligns with what makes you happy? Because if you're not enjoying the job, you're not going to do it long term and actually thrive. So the job like aligns with you. Oh, I like that.
Okay. Do you want to get rid of number 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they need to give you a promotion, rehearsing your competencies. Yeah, for number 6, what if we do like rehearse your
Oh, what about number 5? Find KPIs of your manager. Do you like that one, or do you want to move it?
I like it if we say like, if you already have the job, but you need a promotion, find the KPIs. Something like that. If you already have a job, find what your manager needs to promote you.
Oh, what about this? What about here's something that we can put here, right? Because this is all about like trying to land a 6-figure job. One thing that could be helpful. Again, I'm just going to give you some suggestions here. You're the expert here, so you let me know if this aligns. We could put here, because I think this does compound with the list. Right now we have leverage AI as much as possible with your current job. Let's remove position and do job. Okay. Next one is find what jobs you want that pay 6 figures. Okay. That's number 2.
I like that.
Find skill benchmarks for the job you want. Ask yourself if you can do the job long term. Then what about number 5 is document all so again, we're going to make this simpler language, but like document the results that you're currently achieving in your current job. That way you can like put it on a resume. You can also talk about it in an interview. You know, it's like.
Oh, I like that.
You know,
yeah, that's great, man.
Okay, cool. Document results you're achieving currently. Because again, when you are interviewing for a new job, you know, they're going to be like, okay, well, what did you do in the previous role, you know? So you're going to want to talk about.
Yes.
And if you have like one thing that's always helped me stand out whenever I've applied for different positions and whatnot is I leverage a lot of like visual proof. So I'll be like, literally as I'm like with a company, I will screenshot and I will take videos of what I'm currently doing. Here's the results I'm currently getting, you know? So we could even have that as a compounding number 6 if you wanted, of like
absolutely
not only document results but also screenshot or screen record, or I guess like take pictures or videos of results you're currently achieving.
Perfect.
Or I should say collect. That's what we're looking for. You basically want to, like, what I'm describing here is create a portfolio almost. Like, you want to create a results portfolio. Okay? All right. What about number 7 now?
Number 7, I think we can expand to, it's not just rehearsing your competencies, but it's rehearsing your, like, whatever you need to say to actually get the job. So rehearsing your wins or rehearsing the promotion talk or the job interview. It's obviously broader than I initially thought.
I wonder if unusual, what if we changed unusual to sneaky? Because these are like ninja tactics to land a 6-figure job. Like unusual. Well, unusual does work too. We could try both. Let's keep unusual actually, because nobody really mentions any of these to land a 6-figure job. Like nobody says, like I've never heard anyone give advice on like if you want to get a higher job, then leverage AI with your current position. You know, do so on and so forth. Okay. So where are we at?
Yeah, so number 7 is it like rehearsing. I guess rehearse the meeting could be a quick way to say it. What I have my clients do is actually not just rehearse, but also record themselves. So we practice high stakes promotion calls and meetings or presentations, and yeah. So and I also actively have them rehearse their wins over and over. You know, and anything they have to be able to say to impress someone.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll simplify this. Okay, what about 8?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Is there a way we can like?
Is it better?
Yeah.
To like enter a meeting in a strong state, or
meeting with a. What do you mean by strong state? Just for the audience. I know.
A strong state is.
I know you mean, but I want to figure out how we can simplify it.
Yeah, absolutely. So a strong state, it's both mind and body. So I'll have my clients actually adopt a strong pose while they're thinking about the outcome that they want to achieve. And so it just works so much better than if you go slouched or concerned or I wonder if this will work. No, you visualize it working, you get in a strong state, and you go in and you make it happen.
Cool. So I'll say with strong posture. People,
Great.
I think people understand what that means. Okay, and then number 9. This one seems like it should be removed.
Yep, agreed.
Oh. Number 9 could be good. It's like, talk to. I actually have a couple ideas here that could make this pretty dang good. here's what we need to figure out. Talk to team members at the company you want to be hired by. Like,
ooh, dude.
Right?
That's a power move.
That's a power move. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that could be some sauce. So leverage AI.
Yep.
Find what jobs you want that pay 6 figures. Find skill benchmarks for the job you want. Talk to team members of the company you want to be hired by.
Yeah.
Before being interviewed, which again we're gonna simplify this. Okay. Collect pictures. This is good because the list that he gave, like every single piece of advice was they were all pretty good ideas. This one seems to be pretty good ideas too. This is a good idea, good idea, good idea, good idea, good idea. Now what do we do for number 9? So we have like leverage AI, find what jobs you want to pay 6 figures, find skill benchmarks of a job you want, talk to team members of the company you want, document results, collect pictures, record a mock interview, enter a meeting with strong posture, create a standard procedure for others to use at your current position, and then number 10. We'll just figure out one more. That's like a good value here.
Let's see here. Strong. One actually, a thing that's often overlooked is to make sure you have a strong opener in a meeting.
Okay.
So that first sentence, or the first 3 sentences are so important.
Explain what you mean. I know what you mean, but I'm trying to figure out how to write it.
Yeah, brother. So, like, a lot of time, if you don't do this, there's a chance of rambling or just saying things that are fluff that don't really get to the point. But if you know clearly how you're going to start the meeting, it sets you up strong. It sets you up with confidence. So this could be, you know, like a first line or really getting clear on your outcome and then deciding on the how you're going to frame the opening of the meeting so you go towards that outcome.
All right. What do you think of this list here?
Perfect.
Cool. I know this is a little bit of a longer scripting session, but I think we got to everything. Now I'm going to put it into Claude and see how we can simplify it. Does this this is all good here?
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
Yep.
Can you take this list and simplify it for 7th grade reading level? Except we're going to keep the first sentence. So we just want to change this part of it. And let's see what Claude gives. Thanks for staying on so long, Rico. We're done after this now. Yep.
My pleasure.
Use AI to get better at the job you have right now. Find the 6-figure jobs you actually want. Look up exactly what skills these jobs require. Talk to people at the company before your interview even starts. Write down the wins you're getting at work right now. Take photos and videos of those wins as proof. Nice. Film yourself talking about what you've accomplished. Walk into the room with your head up and back straight. Write a simple how-to guide for whoever takes your current job. Practice the first 3 sentences you say in your interview. I think that's pretty good. What do we think?
Yeah, man. Love it.
By the way, anyone that's in the chat, I'm not a big fan of AI writing scripts at all. I only use Claude here just to simplify the language. Okay, you guys, we also could have just went to, I think it's called Hemingway. Hemingway is also a tool that will simplify language. But we don't, again, we wrote the script already. We just gave it to Claude to simplify the language. So don't take this as like using AI to write scripts. I feel like in most cases, you should be the ones to write it. All right, here we go. Rico, this is your script, my friend. I know this is a super long session. The next time that we meet, I'll try to keep the scripting a little bit shorter, but I think we had pretty good dialogue here.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Cool.
But great value. Dude, I'm so excited to actually film this.
Thank you. I would try to get on it as quickly as possible. I'm actually going to right now, after we're done with this live, I'm probably going to film this video as well.
Okay.
So we'll take it as a challenge
Cool.
to see what we can achieve with this.
Yeah. Then I'll do it tomorrow when the sun is out.
Cool.
I'll go and film.
All right. Well, sounds good. And send it to me before you post it. I'll give you my thoughts on like how you can edit it and whatnot. But yeah, that's basically the process. We research, then we remix. Usually we can do it in a much quicker time, but I know we're going back and forth and just dialoguing. So again, thanks for staying on so long, dude.
My pleasure, man. It was really fun how we did this.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Rico. Have a good one, man.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, bye. All right, chat. Super long live again. Hopefully you guys found some value from that. The replay for this discussion will be on my YouTube here. We've been going for a little bit now. Everything that we did to script, research, and remix for Coach Rico will be live on YouTube. We will find out when he posts the video how it does, if all of this was for nothing or if it was for something. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one, and see you next. See you tomorrow.